النبي الكريم
صلى الله عليه وسلم. صلوا على النبي الكريم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون.
And as we all know, we're in Baltimore, Maryland. And yes, we're at a GALA night. But in all GALA nights, it's important for us to have individuals that are titled special guests. And these individuals are individuals that have been selected by the community that have been upheld and given this large responsibility. Without further ado, inshallah, my brothers and sisters in Islam, I humbly present our keynote speaker for tonight's event in the person of our beloved brother, our beloved father, and our beloved husband, in the person of Al-Haji, Brother Isa, to please give us the keynote tonight of tonight's event, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I bear witness that there is no power worthy of praise and worship except the Almighty Allah. Is Ar-Rahman, is Ar-Rahim. From him Allah will come, and to him we shall return. May the peace and blessings of the Almighty Allah continue to descend on our Holy Prophet Muhammad, his entire household, and those that follow him, including all of us that are present here tonight. We thank the Almighty Allah for making our gathering here tonight possible, and we ask him to grant his fire in all we do here tonight, and make it a wonderful success beyond our imagination. To my father in Islam, Sheikh Yusuf Alaleye, Imam Mansur Oladide, the Amir of NCNMO, and to all the distinguished imams and learned Islamic scholars sitting over there. Two, President Alhaji Bayo Onanuga, the National President of NCNMO, to the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Alhaji Ahmed Okwetubo, and all the officers and the administrators of NCNMO, to all my brothers and sisters in the house tonight, I want to greet you in the best way a Muslim brother can greet his fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. That is, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
On behalf of my wife, Alhaja Kafaya, and my humble self, we are very, very grateful to NCNMO for the invitation to be here tonight. We feel tremendously honored, and we are grateful to be part of NCNMO's legacy of success, which I will expand on in the next few minutes. I want to take this opportunity to express a special thank you to Sheikh Yusuf Olaleye for the call he placed to me just a few weeks ago when he told me he's the only one that calls me doctor. I'm not a medical doctor and I don't have a PhD, but Baba Yusuf always calls me doctor. I want to thank you for all the hard work people like him, for their sweat and blood, for being the pace setters, for their prayers all the time, because it is the work that people like Sheikh Yusuf and all the other distinguished Islamic scholars seated here tonight that they've done, that has made it possible for people like me, the late bloomers, to come along, find a community just like we have here tonight. People that look like us, people that have funny accents like me, people that look sometimes differently like me, but are governed by one purpose, that is the worshiping of Allah. Baba Yusuf, and to the rest of you, we, people that have benefited from your prayers, from your hard work, from your pace-setting attitude, we continue to pray for long life. We continue to pray for unlimited good health from the Almighty Allah, for you to continue to lead this wonderful community of people for many, many years to come. I cannot express my personal gratitude to Baba Yusuf for what he has done for me over the years, for the last close to 40 years now that I've been knowing him. And thank you again, NCNMO, for the confidence to feel that I am the right person to stand before you tonight to give the keynote address. In preparation for tonight, I asked myself a few questions. Why are we here tonight? Why? We are here because we want to celebrate the accomplishments of NCNMO. And we hear to do whatever we can financially to ensure that NCNMO remains strong and a viable organization so it can continue to have meaningful impact on our lives. That is, I speak for each and every one of you in the audience tonight, the life of our children and their children. I stand before you this evening, just as one of you. It is not unusual at all, that for events like this, when we think about the keynote speaker, we think about the chief launcher, we tend to look outside of our community. Alhamdulillah, I'm a product of NCNMO. I'm a beneficiary of NCNMO in more ways than you can imagine. From a personal experience, 3 of my adult children attended several platforms many years ago. I remember driving these young people to many of the platforms. Today, I'm a proud father, I'm a proud grandfather, I'm a fly on the wall when I listen to my own children replay the memories of the takeaways from the platforms. Maybe we don't give these kids enough credit that they actually remember a lot of things that we don't think they remember. I want to say interestingly, I think it was at one of these platforms that one of my children actually got introduction to adult education. It's funny how this young man still describes it today. They joke my wife is laughing here. Because this young man says, the admin was talking about how do you know you like a girl when your body is doing boom, 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 boom when you're talking to her. That was the lesson this young man, and I'm just cleaning up the language a little bit, just for the audience, by the way. Remember since like yesterday. I remember my children, I still remember them talking to many wonderful friends they made at different platforms. I remember seeing many of the children, many of the friends they met at various platforms when they were having their weddings. I remember my son's wedding dancing and 7 out of 10 people in his train were people that he attended at one time and another NCNMO platforms with. What an incredible job that this organization has done to leave an indelible imprint on us as well as our children. I was talking to a friend, Baba used to first call me and they wanted me to be here. Baba actually did not tell me about this keynote piece. Baba told me, come in and be the chairman and we will appreciate anything you want to share with us. So I called one of my friends who is very close to the executive council of NCNMO. I said, my friend, sister, what exactly is expected of me as a keynote speaker? Because the last one I remember going, this was a few years ago, I accompanied the National Mission of Asagame, Imam Abdurrahman Hamad. I think he was in Florida. He was a keynote speaker there. So when I received the letter of invitation and it said, keynote speaker and the chief launcher, I said, okay, that's different. I'm not an man. I can't speak to you from anything in the Quran that all this planet, Shura members are not She said, the only keynote speech we need from you is a big donation. So I said, okay, that's interesting. So, honestly speaking, I didn't come prepared to give you a long speech. I did it. And not that you need a long speech from me anyway. You don't. Because whether it's coming from the Quran, whether it's other sources, I honestly don't believe there's anything that I can tell you that you've not had before. But here's what I can do with you, and it's for you. I can help together. Just imagine what NCNMO has accomplished over the years. I can walk a journey with you because I've done my research by looking public information about NCNMO and see what this organization, what their vision 2025 looks like. And more importantly, I want to challenge each and every one of us to become a stakeholder. Let's call it a stakeholder if you want to in this wonderful enterprise called NCNMO. Tonight, I say it one more time, tonight, I think we're going to make history tonight. I think we're going to make a wonderful history tonight. So here's what I want to ask you. I need a favor from everyone in this room. If you know of somebody that should be here right now, and you think there's somewhere in this hotel, they're not here yet, for the sake of Allah, for the love you have for them, I ask that you please send them a chat and say, hey, I think you want to be part of the history NCNMO is going to make tonight. You do not want to be left out of this. I ask and I pray, may the Almighty Allah make it possible for us to get that wonderful light tonight. So let me tonight, I think it's going to be a paradigm shift in how fundraising can be done, in how successful a fundraising event can be, especially in the Nigerian Islamic sector. That, including myself, we are very notorious of not putting our money where our mouth is. Our father went in nothing, that's but I think we're very notorious for that. We're going to try to change that tonight. With me and with the support of each and every one of you. But before I go there, so if you haven't done it already, please don't forget the challenge. If you know of anybody that should be here, they're not here yet, please do them a favor, invite them and let them come and witness.
Kabirullah. We are now responding to the keynote speaker's call. Kabirullah.
A quick memory lane about NCNMO. Since this organization was founded in 1976, believe it or not, that was 47 years ago. The legacy of success that this organization has accomplished is profound. The impact that it will continue to have on the community is tremendous. With 33 chapters, 33 wonderful chapters, yourself, you can find a chapter of NCNMO. That bill.
Well, that bill.
Yeah, just a few things. NCNMO has been able to accomplish. Scholarship. No reminder that since this initiative was started, $85,000 has been given out. Thank you, my brother. Entrepreneurship support. $10,000 annually for the past 3 years. Aspire program, which is designed to foster, promote leadership development in our community. Approximately investment of $45,000 each year. The benefit and the return on investment cannot even be measured. The Quranic recitation competition that children from all walks of NCNMO branches look forward to each year. But you know, as I was looking through these accomplishments on the NCNMO website, by the way, one data point that I honestly did not find, which I truly believe, along with everything else, is something this organization should be very proud of. How many matrimonies, how many allowed marriages, how many new families, as directly or indirectly as this organization given back to. I hope somebody is collecting the data somewhere, because it's very important data. As I walk around and I see young children or young adults, and I say, hey, by the way, congratulations, how did you guys meet? On several occasions, I hear we met at a platform many years ago. What a wonderful story. I want to speak briefly to the title of this conference. It says, "A Muslim Identity, Shifting Boundaries and Dialogue." When I look at this title, what it actually tells me that NCNMO is not just about looking to the past. It's not looking to the rear speaking to all of the issues that affect our community and society. How can we help them? How can we help them? I think they already doing what they need to do. But people like me, people like you, we can show our support with our financial help. Can I continue that fundraising piece? So here's the challenge. This is where the fun begins. Okay? So what more people with their money is just to get you to understand why this is important. For you to understand the future, you have to recognize the past. So thank you, NCNMO. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. 3 parts. I told you earlier, we are embarking on a paradigm shift tonight. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to start it. The people that are much better at saying all the right things are going to help me in this process. I've been told that the goal for tonight is $250,000. I want to say this not clear one more time. That the goal for tonight is $250,000 plus. That's just the floor. Inshallah is good. Let me lean in to that challenge by the permission of the Shura Board. I'm going to pull on a couple of verses from Surah Al-Baqarah. Please, I ask for your indulgence. Chapter 2, verses 272 to 274. This you already know, because again, I will be the first to tell you this NCNMO website. I just want to speak the same language and everybody's accustomed to. And it goes like this. And whatever wealth you give away as charity donation goes to your own benefits. It is not appropriate for you to spend or for Allah's pleasure alone. And whatever you spend of your wealth, its reward will be paid back to you in full, and you shall not be treated unjustly. Those who spend in the cause of Allah, privately or publicly, I want to underline that, privately or publicly, by night and by day, have their reward with their Lord. And on the day of resurrection, they shall neither fear nor grieve. Takbir. So tonight, okay, you will say that in a minute. So here's the challenge, my brothers and sisters. Are we ready for this?
Now.
Are we ready for this?
Yes.
I'm going to do my part, but I can't do it alone. I'm going to need you. And together, along with you, Lucifer. Inshallah, along with worship. So, I'm looking at my wife here. If I leave here, I may have to call one of you to come and find a couch for me to spend the next few nights. Can I go ahead? So, I've got 2 checks. Okay? 2 checks. Blank checks. Blank checks. Thank you for your black pen. I have a white pen. So, we're going to do this in 3 parts, I say.
Can you just say la ilaha illallah? The keynote speaker brought 2 checks, and he told you they are blank checks. The only way you can help because I know that you don't deal here in Nigeria.
So, guess what? I'm going to go first, okay? So, I'm going to open this challenge. Elijah, you told me I can go here, okay? This man told us $250,000 the challenge, right? So, I'm going to, for that first check, in the name of the trust, in the name of the foundation my wife and I set up to promote and support Islamic organization.
Can we please be quiet? Can we please?
We're going to start off.
We're going to do something now. I've told him to pause. The amount is going to donate first until we all keep quiet. So I need absolute silence. We have breaking news. So absolute silence. And we will not continue until this place is quiet. Perfect. Check it.
So, what I just put in, the first one, is $25,000. Okay, so please read it out and look at it and just read what's there.
We are looking for 500,000. This is 25, so we're down to $475,000.
So, it's the second piece. That's why we are putting the way first. So the second one involves all of us. And this is how we're going to do it. I told you to talk.
Can we please be quiet?
I told you, if you know of people that should be here to witness history in the making, please do so. So, because this sugar background that I read earlier says privately or publicly. And I struggle with this a lot. And I've talked to a lot of missionaries, sheikhs, and I'm glad this is here, right? It's written here, black and white. The only reason why we're doing this public, I'm doing this publicly, it defies my general tendency, but it's because you have to do something, and that's what the sheikh has told me to encourage other people. Because I know we can do it. I know there's the capacity in this room. So, this is how it's going to work. They're going to do the second piece. For every dollar that everybody in this room contributes, this second check is going to match it dollar for dollar.
Taking the fundraising to the next level. That's what he said. You know, I want to say something and acting upon it. Here we go now.
And this is because I know we can do it. This community is blessed. And so, my ask is, so guys, I don't know how you want to do this, I don't know the process, but what I stand by ready to do, no promissory notes, no IOUs, no nairas, dollars. You can do this. I think there's the Zelle. You get the Zelle, somebody will keep track of it.
us point out actually we should put our fingers at the Elijah. Because that is the harbinger of the rest of the money. Ọlọ́run ní paralẹ́yìn, Ọlọ́run ní dójú tì yín, lójú tí Islam Ọlọ́run ní dójú tì yín, Ọlọ́run tí ó pèsè àtúntò máa pèsè fún yín. Èmi àwọn ìmáàmù ṣe máa ṣàdúrà rẹpẹtẹ fún yín o. But you see, 10 years ago or 11 years ago, we had a platform in Baltimore. And you know, the keynote speaker said, I remember you. I said, yes, I remember you too. And that time, you know how much he gave us? $10,000. So I've been extrapolating and calculating the time value of money. And I realized that if you give 5,000 in 2000, it's not naira. You remember naira last year? And he said it's not spending naira. So I have been calculating that we should be able to get $50,000, right? And even as a joke, I was counting on 50,000 from him. I now realize that I can get 200,000. Because if at the end of this gathering, if we raise 100,000, right? That means we should be counting how much? 200,000. How much? 200,000. Or coin. We are going to get here. I bet they can reach here. Let me tell you what policy poster. There's another check that is not, he gave us two, he showed us two checks. There's another check, and he will announce that later. Allah will never let you know. Allah will you see, privy to Elijah Kolabalon giving us the keynote speech. We had one of us who is also, we are proud of him in our community. I was going to say let us continue this fundraising line because we have started on a very good note. But I just want to appeal that we ask our rep, Dr. Oye Owolewa, who is in our midst. In the middle of everything that he has given us that time, and we are proud of him that in Nigeria, the first Nigerian in the U.S. Congress, Dr. Oye Owolewa is in our midst to talk for us for 3 to 5 minutes. Dr. Oye, thank you so much for coming. You see, Dr. Oye might be American, but he's also in Nigeria. He said, if you have started a program with 25,000, let me keep my speech for later. Is that what he said? He said, and that is good because once you start a program that is going good, the best way is for you to continue to make it good and better. So inshallah, with Rasulullah, Dr. Oye, who is one of us, who is part of us, who we are proud of, will give us his speech at another time. So, I want to call on Imam Abdul Rashid Umar. He's going to put some spice to what the keynote speaker has said and help us for a few minutes to raise it to the high level, inshallah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين اللهم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Subhanallah, it's not loud enough, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know, this is the greetings of the people of Jannah. This is the greetings of the people of paradise. So if you want to be in Jannah with the Prophet Muhammad, you're going to try one more time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I pray that we all meet him in Jannah. Allahumma ameen. Subhanallah. What a meeting. Standing before you tonight, very excited and grateful. And I pray may Allah continue to bless each and every one of you here. It is a blessing to be in this gathering. Do you know why? Because this gathering is to establishing and upholding the deen, the religion of Allah. So I pray, may Allah make you among those who uplift the deen of Allah. Say Ameen. And can I give you a secret? Our dear guest speaker did something so wonderful over here tonight. And subhanallah, I said we are gathered here to uplift the deen, and the secret I want to give you is from the Quran. Allah is saying to you, open your heart and listen. First, may I ask you a question? Is there anyone greater than Allah? I can hear you. Is there any God with Allah? قُلِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ. Say Alhamdulillah. Why? Because you have the Iman, you have the faith. Allah is saying to tell you, وَلَيَنْصُرَنَّ اللَّهُ مَن يَنْصُرُهُ. Allah will help those who help His deen. And our dear father, our dear doctor, our dear guest speaker stood here and threw a challenge. And that challenge is, subhanallah. Sir, may Allah continue to bless you. I know you love Quran. And this is where you will prove to Allah that you have faith. Tonight, you are going to prove your faith to Allah. Allah said in the Quran, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Do people think they're just going to say, to be left alone by saying we believe and we are not going to test them? You are going to be tested tonight. Your faith is going to be tested tonight to prove to Allah that yes, you are a true believer. With this challenge that our dear guest speaker threw to the Jama'ah, I pray, may Allah help us and make it easy for us to be able to pass this test that we are about to take right now. Allah said in the Quran, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Indeed, the true believers are those when Allah is mentioned, when Allah is mentioned, their heart trembles. وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ. And whenever Quran is being recited to them, whenever the communication of Allah is being recited to them, زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. It increases their faith. وعلى ربهم يتوكلون. And they rely, they put their trust in Allah. Please, if you are here and you are someone, when the Quran is being recited, your iman goes up, please say Allahu Akbar. Allah. And if you are here and you know that you have no one except Allah, say La ilaha illallah. Sign number 2. We passed the first test and the second test. الذين يقيمون الصلاة. This is the third test. My question is, are we praying? Do we observe our formal prayers? We did. I take it. Good. Now, here comes the last test. We passed all the tests. Now the last test. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. And out of what we give them, they give. Out of what we give them, they give. Why? Because they are proving to Allah their faith that they are true believers, as our chief guests did right now. And he is challenging all of us. I think later I have to remove this because we are about to work for Allah. Say Allah Akbar. In this, Allah is called upon all of us. And before I go, I want you all to know, for those of you who were here in the afternoon when I was talking to my brothers and sisters, I was reminding them that one day we will all be no more. We will become history. And they will come. This platform will be held without you. Where are you? You are gone. And they will come. You will become no more. And they will address you as he was. Now, when we are talking to you, you are, he is, she is, one day he was and she was. But one thing will keep you going after your death is what we are about to do tonight, leaving a legacy. Because we are going to work for the deen of Allah. And whoever works for the deen of Allah, Allah will be with him in his life. Allah will be with him the day that the angel of death will visit him. Allah will be with him the day that he will be carried on the shoulders of men to the grave. Allah will be with him in the grave. And Allah will be with him the day he will be resurrected. الفعل يبقى زمانا بعد فاعله وصاحب الفعل تحت الأرض مرفوع. Our dear guest speaker said something which I will talk about later, inshallah. But I want you to know what he stood here and did, and is about to do again. He will regret it the day of judgment. Oh, everybody's quiet. What do you mean? He will regret it the day of judgment. Do you know what happened? He will be by his feelings. Had I done more? The first check, had I given $100,000? He will regret it, but inshallah, in Jannah. Allahumma ameen. Whatever you're going to give tonight, know that you are giving to your own self. Allah is self-sufficient. Allah doesn't need us, but we need Allah. Allah is al-Ghani, the self-sufficient. Allah doesn't need you, but you need Allah. And He knows what He gave you. So now, prove to Allah, prove to Him, show your gratitude to Allah by taking something out of what He gave you. As our dear guest speaker did, Allah gave him something, and he took something out of that, giving it back to Allah, do the same. And Allah is telling you, وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. In that, let the competitors compete, and we are about to compete with you. to give Allah $25,000, and this will be a witness for you the day that you will be meeting Allah. This will be a witness for you the day that you will be standing before Allah, and it will be a blessing for you and your children, forever and ever. Allahumma ameen. Ameen. Who is ready to give Allah $25,000? Where is the opener? Who wants to do it for Allah? Who wants to do it for the future of Islam? I want to say something here. I don't mean to scare you. I know sometimes most of us shave and we try to dye the hair a little bit. We try to hide the color. We don't want the other one to be seen. But my thing to you is, wherever you are, the moment you see a gray hair in you, just start packing your stuff, you're about to go. But before you go, do something for Allah. Who will raise his hand and give Allah $25,000? Who is the first to go? Where are the people?
Remember the 25,000 you give, the keynote speaker will match it for 25,000.
At the queen. Where is the brother? Where is the sister? Where are the people of Allah? Where are those who want to prove their faith, Iman to Allah? Who will raise his hands and say, I am going to give Allah $25,000. Raise your hands. Me and my family, me and my wife and children, our family, we're going to give Allah $25,000. وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون. In that, let the competitors compete. Brother, am I the sister? Whatever you have in this dunya, you will leave it behind. But what you're about to do tonight, what you're going to do tonight, will remain with you the day that you will meet Allah. So do it for yourself. وَمَنْ تَزَكَّى فَإِنَّمَا يَتَزَكَّى لِنَفْسِهِ مَنْ جَاهَدَ فَإِنَّمَا يُجَاهِدُ لِنَفْسِهِ. You are giving it to your own personal self. So do it for your own self. Who will give Allah $20,000? I'm way down. Where is the $20,000? Who will give Allah $20,000?
Imam, now some people are saying they don't want to match what the keynote has said.
Okay,
So if you accept to do 25,
yes,
it's like a disrespect of the keynote speaker.
okay.
So they're thinking that even if you come down to like 20,
I just asked you to right now.
oh, that's 20.
I just asked you to. I take me.
Okay.
Who is giving Allah $20,000? You know what? I think I have to do that better. Right? I take me. Who is here? Me and my family. We are giving Allah $20,000. Raise your hands. And I pray, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless and protect you and make you successful in this dunya and akhirah. Raise your hands and you talk about. Yes. We have somebody? $20,000 for Allah. word of Allah. Allah is calling upon you. Please, listen to Allah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله. Hey, you believe, answer the call of Allah. وللرسول and his messenger. Listen. إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم. Whenever he calls you to that which will give you life, good life in dunya, good life in the hereafter. Who is ready to receive this good life from Allah? To give Allah $15,000. Who is the first person? Let's open this stage, brothers and sisters. Who will give Allah $15,000? There's a breaking news. There's a breaking news at the pin. I love breaking news, mashallah.
Yeah, there's a breaking news. So I think because we're moving to 15, people are saying, where are we going? But I think there's a couple of 10 people who were expecting 10,000 from each of them, and we have gotten about one response of $10,000 at the pin. So we're expecting 9 more, okay, of the 9 of the 10,000.
Mashallah.
The person who gave that 10,000 does not want to be
His name mentioned.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, brothers and sisters, I think something is going on here and we have to take care of it. Please. Say, I will be like in Shaitan Rajim. I can't hear you, I can't hear you. One more time.
Yeah.
I pray that Allah drives Shaitan from your house. Say, I will be like in Shaitan Rajim. You know why? As I stood here talking, Shaitan will come to you and say to you, don't listen to him. You remember your uncle called you and your brother called you that there's a big land that's on sale. You need to buy that land. If you keep anything tonight, you will lose that land. And your building, you cannot complete your building. Brother, who told you that you're going to sleep in that building? Who told you that those who are going to live in that building will even make you out for you after your death? Make you out for your own self before you die. Make you out for yourself before you die. And this is the dua. Leaving a legacy. Leaving something that continues. Muslims and helping Islam till the end. Do something for Islam. Do something for the religion of Allah. It brought me down to 10,000. And a brother or sister, please raise your hands and give Allah $10,000. Where's the first person?
Dr. and Mrs. Yemi Oladimeji, $10,000.
I pray.
Dr. and Mrs. Oladimeji, can you please stand up for
Mashallah. May Allah continue to bless you, sir. May Allah protect you. May Allah bless your family. I pray that you never lack in dunya and akhirah. Allahumma ameen. وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون. $10,000 for Allah.
$10,000. That's a
May this be a ticket for you and your family to Jannah. Allahumma ameen.
So we need 9 more of that 10,000.
$10,000 for Allah.
Because we want to eat and we want to make sure that we keep these on time, inshallah. Please.
Where is the brother and where is the sister who wants to help the deen of Allah? Brothers and sisters, I was in Chicago 2 weeks ago for a fundraiser. After I was invited by, do I have a number? Brothers and sisters, people are working for Allah. Do you know why they're working for Allah? Because they believe in Allah. They give as if they don't want it. Because they know what's with Allah is more and better than what they are giving today. Be among those who give their sweat to the one who gave them the help that Allah gave you. The help. Show your gratitude to Allah by helping the people of Allah. Raise your hands. Me and my family, we are giving $10,000 for Allah.
It's become the leader I am today, and learn the great principles of identity, of faith, of leadership that brings me to this office. Now, 2 years ago, I was here at Baltimore to talk about identity, being the first and only Nigerian American in this position. And since then, we've had multiple Nigerians running and winning their elections. I have been one of them. But here in 2023, it's not just about who's in office, but how we can impact our selected communities. Now we know there's 400,000 Nigerians in America. There's billions of Muslims around the world. But this room carries the majority of Nigerian American Muslims in the United States. So we talk about Muslim identity, about how we give back. You see, in this office, it's not just about being a Nigerian. It's also about bringing the perspective and the values that I've done about. I was blessed to have a mother who was a civil engineer and a father who was a medical technologist. But their passion is education. They got me in my best universities. They got my siblings in the best universities. They help my friends get scholarships. But without knowing how to get contracts, without knowing how to get grants, without knowing how to get certifications, that hobby never became a business. Right? That 30, 40 years later, it just stopped. So in this office, we talk to people how to get contracts. We talk to people how to get grants. We talk to people how to get certifications. Because 25% of businesses in this country are run by minorities. Less than 5% get federal contracts. Brothers and sisters, this is millions and billions of dollars that our community can get that we're not getting. So this office is teaching you how to do that. And when we discuss our Muslim identity, it's not just about what we get from our faith. It's about what we can do to get back to our Muslim brothers, our Nigerian Americans, our Islam communities. Last night I was here listening to imams talk about how to get out of the funding, how to put money back to our masjids. Today, we raised over $100,000 for NCNMO. But for those who are not able to give money, they can still give. In a post-pandemic society where our world is not digitized, folks who are younger cannot be sure they're before. We have teenagers who may not be able to put $1, but can help revamp our social media presence. We have tax attorneys. We have teachers. We have attorneys and immigration lawyers. We can help NCNMO get grants. We can help us get contracts. Help transform our 33 chapters. Anybody raise their hand if they belong to a chapter that does not need $50,000 for the government? Anybody please raise their hand who cannot use extra $15,000? That is the future of NCNMO. This office, we're teaching returning citizens how to clear their records. And we're getting them free from Christian legal aid. Because they got a grant from the city to do it. How many people in this room will get those grants? How many people in this room? That's how we do that. So for those who give $1, please give 3. Elijah Master. For those who that I might be the first Nigerian American representative, but inshallah will not be the last. That this is that first step for us to pass it forward. So without further ado, again, assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me. I observe our protocols, and may Allah continue to bless you all.
Maybe you don't understand what the congressman has said the last minute. He said, this is now the U.S. government talking. So he has moved from being Nigerian, is now speaking on behalf of the United States government, giving the first declaration to, and that is his first, and he's dedicating it to the Nigerian government. Aren't we lucky, aren't we blessed? Kabirullah, I think we should stand up in honor of this great privilege that is known as secondos, is second to none. That is the first of its kind from our own. This is powerful. This is powerful. This is big. This is huge. This is the first proclamation, and up from his office, and he's now thinking, he thought that the place to give it is the Nigerian government. Kabirullah! Thank you so much. President. So if you are taking pictures, you can just build. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the great gift that He gave us and what our representation
ayé tó wà lórí ẹ̀kọ́ ní dábọ́lọ́wọ́ ọ̀dà dáhùn ọ̀nà àwọn tí èyí ti tàbí àwọn jáde. Tí ẹ bá rí wọ́n ní bí àbí ìtẹ́lẹ̀ ààrẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wà máa ń sá àti òkú àwọn àṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ̀lé àwọn méjèèjì àwọn àgbẹ̀ ní nílùú Èkó. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ ẹni tó lóye láwọn méjèèjì ìpìlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ house láti Nàìjíríà. Bàbá tó di ìdí pẹ́sẹ̀tì ìjọba ìsìlámì àwọn náà tó kú àwọn òṣèlú náà ẹ̀wọ́n ló tí wọ́n sàwọn méjèèjì iṣẹ́ tí bàbá ṣe àwọn ọmọ tó fi dání bá a lọ́dún pẹ̀lú ọ̀gá ọlọ́run tó ṣe é sáà gbogbo community wa òbí tẹ̀lé ọmọ tó ṣe é ní òṣùpá àti community òbí tẹ̀lé òṣùpá jẹ́ ìṣàmúlá òbí tẹ̀lé òun yá lẹ́ta kí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wà nínú àwọn ìlú rẹ̀ ọ̀dà wọ́n wọ́n láti kó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún gbogbo àwọn àgbà ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pírẹsidẹ́ntì wa alábìyí bẹ̀rẹ̀ dr sọ́kòyí níbo ni ẹni rí ẹ̀wọ̀n kí ló fẹ́ kọ́ bá wọn lé wọ́n á lọ́kọ́ sọ fún ìtọ́lọ́ ní ìmọ̀ kéèké ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo tó àti àsìkò yìí náà mo fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ dr ahmed ìmísọ́nà ọ̀bàṣáàbì ọlọ́pàá ṣe ara rẹ̀. Pẹ̀lú tó wá fẹ́ ṣe ìjọba yìí, àfihàn ní à bàbá ó ti di ṣiṣẹ́ òní yá. Ọlọ́pàá ahmed ìjọba ọ̀sán ó ká gbogbo iná àti lọ́wọ́ yìí. Ọ̀gbìn àwọn ìjọba ṣe ká sọ. Ẹ má ní wọn mọ́ máa tún un. Àwa lọ́wọ́ bá fi ké. Àwa fi fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n bí mọ́ àbí kí máa lọ́wọ́ ká bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀dà náà ó tó wá kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí náà gbogbo alábàápọ̀ àwọn tó ń jẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀. Ọ̀dà gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n tẹ̀ ìlú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀dà àwọn tá ń tẹ́kẹ̀ nínú ìjọ ìlú òde ti wọ̀ láàrin àgbẹ̀dàdà ọ̀yà àgbẹ̀dàdà ìlà tó ní ìlú ìta ìmọ̀ afẹ́fẹ́ àtà ìsàkúmárà ìlà ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n fa nínú tí wọ́n máa rí ìṣòro tó ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí àdéhùn wa ìmọ̀ àdìsọ̀ ṣe ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà wá àtọ́lọ̀ bá bá àtọ́lọ̀ tọ́lọ̀ bá àtọ́ ẹ̀ ìjà náà wọ́n sí àbọ̀dá náà ṣé dọ́kítọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ yìí mo ì máa bàbá máa ń tijú púpọ̀ jù sí ọlọ́run fún ilé fún ọjọ́ àìlọ́wọ́ ti pa wá dọ́kítọ̀ pa kò yí lọ́dọ̀ ṣe fún wa ká máa dúró fún ìsáàmù gbogbo wa máa ní àti pé ká máa ní ìmọ̀lẹ́ fún báyìí àwa ní dọ́kítọ̀ ṣe gbogbo wa bẹ́ẹ̀ àdúgbò lọ́wọ́ pòfẹ́sọ̀ tó ẹjọ́ ẹ má tẹ̀lé ìṣòro ẹ bá ní fún.
Alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah.
because of the time, we have a few donations, and I'm not going to just ignore them also. But Dr. Hamid is going to continue the last program. Okay. The Nigerian Muslim Council of Breakthrough, $1,000. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhaji and Alhaja Bello, $500. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Nigerian Muslim Council, Alhaji and Alhaja Alabi Oladeji, $200. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Anonymous, $100. Kabirullah.
Allahu Akbar.
And Alhaji and Alhaja Otsu, $500. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Haji Kamil Odibede, $500. Kabirullah.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhaja Ukola Shitu, $200. Kabirullah.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhaja We have about 15 minutes to finish this program. We're going to be showing the lights soon. So please let us try to wrap up this program. Thank you.
So inshallah, the first individual receiving this leadership award is in the person of our beloved brother, Dr. Fatai Illuminati Tekbir.
Dr. Debeki is not here. I'll actually, can you come and take it from Dr.
Dr. Illuminati has served as a member of the Board of Trustees. He's held various leadership roles and has established NCNMO's endowment and also the medical mission and also recently the grants team. If you make